Hi. Hello. I think we have done it. I think we have actually mastered how to in a landscape format, and I'm not sideways on your phone. I hope anyway. Took a while, I know it's 3 minutes late, but anyway. So I have so much to say. We'll go with live chat. Hello. Because when I had it on top chat, I wasn't actually able to see the messages. So yeah, there's a lot more settings actually in the landscape mode that I didn't have in the portrait mode. Oh yeah, the messages have actually hidden. Weird. Okay. Hi Alex anyway. So first of all, I have to thank you for yesterday for two reasons. Two big reasons. So yesterday we got a huge 457 views, and normally we only get 100 views. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for the 15 likes, and also thank you for my 16 new subscribers. I normally only get 1 to 3 new subscribers, so thank you very much, bringing it up to 161 subscribers. Thank you. Also, thanks to everyone who came out last night to Christie's, even with the weather, and helped us to raise €160.15 for As I Am. That's really like amazing generosity from like this doll. Considering how many people came out because of the bad weather, like just thank you. Then we have four stories from the magazine that I did not read yesterday. Now, there are a few things that I will be editing. I had the thumbnail and the description and the title all edited, but because I had to go into it again, it means that I'll have to edit all them after, which I'm happy to do. Thank you for commenting. You know, in the portrait mode, the chat stays up, but in the landscape mode, the chat comes up when you text and then it hides. So that's kind of nice in a way, but then also if I don't react straight away, like if I'm busy either reading or playing or singing, it means I might miss out on something. So we hope that won't happen. Now, Alex, you're back again. There's a new segment where I'm doing the weather forecast, which you might not have had before. Today is Friday, the 23rd of January. Do you prefer it in the landscape? It was so funny yesterday, Alex. I was trying out the landscape mode, but I was sideways on everyone's phone. So happy Friday, everyone, and happy 23rd of January, which is National Handwriting Day. So National Handwriting Day, I actually really love handwriting. I do it. Am I sideways or not? Yeah, let me know, because I love the landscape mode, and I don't know if I'm sideways. I shouldn't be, because I edited it. I went into the settings and it should be okay. But not only, actually, this is why I had to do the settings both on the phone and YouTube on the right way. Perfect, thanks. I had to go into my own settings as well about the rotation of the phone, not just the YouTube settings. So for that reason, I'll be editing the thumbnail and the description and the title afterwards. So on National Handwriting Day, you can practice your calligraphy. I think that's such a beautiful hobby to have. I think it's gorgeous to have hobbies that are offline. Well, thanks for letting me know that. So some people have to go landscape and some people don't. So do you know what? We'll learn on the playback, because I did learn it from yesterday on the playback. I should have turned it sooner yesterday, but I wanted to really give it a try to see, will it work out sideways, like as in landscape. But yeah. Have you ever tried to create calligraphy art, or even used a fountain pen? Look up an online tutorial or sign up for calligraphy class to try your hand at this relaxing and beautiful hobby. Now, yeah, that you can get like apps where you can do your hobby offline. I don't know if Scrabble does that. I don't know, but Scrabble has ads. You see, that's the thing about having online hobbies as well, is like you can't skip the ads or whatever. But it's beautiful though, like handwriting. It's great to have those activities that people just used to have to do, and now we can just make them into even more beautiful, because we can type if we want, or we can just choose to write. Write a letter to a friend or relative and start a journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings, because this will have a positive effect on your mood and your mental health. 5 noteworthy facts about handwriting. Handwritten notes are more effective. Handwriting keeps the mind sharp. Handwriting reduces linked distractions. Handwriting is therapeutic. Writing it down can help you get it done. Handwriting rewires our brain. Handwriting forces our brain to slow down to a pace of our pen, letting us take more time with our thoughts and reduce anxiety and overthinking. And you know what? I love AI so much. It just means that we don't have to think anymore. Whereas with handwriting, not only does it allow us to think, but it actually allows us to slow down our pace, because the thing about AI is that we don't have to slow down our pace. So it's nice to have both. So handwriting can be a work of art, and also it's good for our memory. It's also National Pie Day today. Movie poster. That's really cool. It's National Pie Day. It's also International Sticky Toffee Pudding Day. And for fun, the 23rd of January is National King Day. It says treat yourself to dinner for National King Day activities. Make beaded jewellery and make yourself a crown. 5 interesting facts about kings. The King of Thailand. The current Thai king's first name is about 179 characters. King Richard I, after his death, was shot and his heart was interred separately from the rest of his body. Sorry, that just reminded me of yesterday. There was a request to do like horror stories, and that was kind of like one. Number 3, Your Majesty. King Henry the Eighth was the first monarch in England to be addressed as Your Majesty. High-end textiles. King Louis the 14th was known for his fashion sense, and he helped to establish France as a prominent producer of high-end textiles. A polar bear pet. In 1252, King Haakon IV of Norway presented King Henry III with a white bear. Why we love National King Day? Names shape our identity. Names garner attention, and also names help form relationships. What else is today? Okay, there's a few more, but as you know from yesterday, I do avoid kind of political ones because that's not what my channel is about, and that's okay. So there's the magazine. I will leave that page open because I will be looking at the pages of the magazine, but instead of continuing with talking, I'll do something musical. I'll check out some songs that I haven't tried out yet. Irish songs that are in the public domain. And if you send in any requests, I'll see them, because they do pop up straight away. It's just that they don't stay up. Ah. Oh, yeah. I love this song. It's called When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. So I'm going to get the lyrics. Now that I know it's in the public domain. Or is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fine. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like the morning spring. I wonder would I be allowed to play the melody of it, just so I'm doing it right. When Irish eyes are smiling. Maybe I could find one that I know a bit better, but I love that song though. Have you any weekend plans? If you have, you can write them in the messages. Also, I don't know if I'm able to add to the chat or not. I can't believe it's already 17 minutes after 6. I could try the Foggy Dew and see how that works out. Okay. Will I go to a song that do you know the songs that I can play and I'm allowed to play them in the pubs. That doesn't mean I'm allowed to sing them on YouTube. That's a really good plan. That sounds so relaxing. I could try the song that I only did once, because you know the other songs I've done a few times. So this is a lovely song. I hope you like it. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along, by your water so clear, on the lark's merry song. On your clear banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of moonkind. Oh, how pleasant to roam by the sunny shore stream, to hear the dove coo 'neath the morning sunbeam, where the thrush and the robin their sweet notes entwine, on the banks of the shore that flows down by Moonkind. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along, by your water so clear, on the lark's merry song. On your clear banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of moonkind. Oh, Molly, dear Molly, it breaks my fond heart to know that we two forever must part. But I'll think of you, Molly, while the sun and moon shine on the banks of the shore that flows down by Mooncoin. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along, by your water so clear, on the lark's merry song, by your water so clear, and the lark's merry song. On your green banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of moonkind. I'll attempt that on the violin and we'll see how it goes. Another thing, Alex, you might have missed was that I was saying, like, that humans are imperfectly perfect and AI is perfect. So that's what I love about these live streams, like, even if I'm practicing, because we are human. And actually, do you know the way that if I do make mistakes, like, that's not a negative thing in 2026, like, you know. So yeah. So that's the chorus anyway. And as you can kind of guess, I'm just guessing. I'm guessing what it would be like. There's a lovely cool song about robots. I don't know if you have heard it or not. It's like, I have a robot in my house. He's just a machine, but to me, he's human. It's a sweet song. It's lovely. But again, it's one that I wouldn't be allowed to sing by copyright, but it's a gorgeous song. I love it. So how does the verse go? So that's the chorus. So the verse. Maybe they're similar, but oh my gosh, you guys, it's a brand new string and it's already. This is a brand new string and it's already wearing. Normally my strings last way longer than that. I hope it doesn't break during the live stream. It's called The Rose of Moonkind, and you can find other versions of it on YouTube, I'm sure. So, horoscopes. I can start doing some horoscopes, then we can do some stories, then we can do the second half of horoscopes, and then after that the weather, and we can break it up that way with music as well, like so. I was wondering, is there a way for me to edit the thumbnail and the description while I'm live? Probably not, but that's okay. The first horoscope is Aries. And for Aries, it says, for today, money matters might be weighing on the mind of a close friend or lover, and your advice could be sought. The second one is Taurus. And for Taurus today, it says, you might have visitors or even a hot date scheduled for tonight, but by mid-afternoon you might be feeling too tired to go through with it and wondering if you should cancel. For Gemini, it says, deliveries you may be expecting could be delayed or held up. Today, you might learn something shocking about a neighbor or relative, and gossip might spread very rapidly through your community. Number 4 is Cancer. And for Cancer, it says, some good but surprising news about a group with which you may be affiliated could come your way today. Perhaps fundraising activities have been more successful than you thought. Isn't that just very, very accurate? Like, I'm Cancer, and then last night we raised €160 and 15 cents for As I Am, even though people stayed at home because of the weather, but many people came out. And like, that's very accurate. Fundraising activities have been more successful than you thought. Or perhaps recognition is coming your way. Isn't that very accurate again now? I have to thank you for yesterday. 457 views, 15 likes, and 16 more subscribers, bringing the channel up to 161 subscribers. I think that's so accurate. Recognition is coming your way. And it's the next sentence is, a lot of paperwork may have to be completed before this can be made to work for you. Again, like, that makes sense, because we were talking about how, for me to be able to in the future perform songs and tunes that either aren't in the public domain or they have royalty free but copyright at the same time, or else the third thing was there's public domain, copyright, and royalty free. So in that aspect, I would be getting a license of some kind, a license to be able to perform these things on YouTube. And now my horoscope is after saying a lot of paperwork may have to be completed before this can be made to work for you. I think that's just spot on. And it says contracts or other legal papers might be involved. Like, that's exactly right. That's what it means to get a license, to be able to do something legally. It's legal papers and contracts. And it says, in the evening, go out with your friends and celebrate. So I think that's so cool. Like, I know, Alex, you would have missed this, but yesterday there was people like in the chat that they weren't really, so like one or two weren't really into horoscopes, and I was like, that's fine. You don't have to like be into it. It's like some people are spiritual and others are not, and some people believe in it and some people don't. But today, now that particular one for today, I think is very accurate. The second last horoscope for the first half is Leo, and for Leo, it says some upsetting news regarding money could throw you into a bit of a dither today. Perhaps a check you've been expecting hasn't arrived on time, or maybe the bank has made a computer error regarding your account. And the halfway mark now for our horoscopes is Virgo. And for Virgo, it says a temporary setback with regard to your career might have you feeling a bit disorientated right now. Okay. Now we can do the first story in the magazine, and it's on page 18 and 19, and it's on decluttering. So I might not do all 4 stories today. It's already 6:30, so maybe I'll just do this story for today. It says, there's the KonMari method, sparking joy in every corner. I've actually heard of that method. And this particular news magazine story was round up by Aoife O'Reilly. Number 2 is the Swedish death cleaning, a gentle legacy of letting go. Number 3 is the 4-box method, simple sorting for beginners. The next one is the 90-90 rule, practical minimalism for everyday items. The next one is the 1 in, 1 out, maintaining balance long term. Number 6 is the minimalism game, turning declutter into play. Number 7 is the snowball method, building momentum item by item. And number 8 is decluttering burst, quick wins for busy days. Yeah, that's a great idea now, because that'll mean that we have more stories for next week, you know. We just got so many stories in like on the same day, and we didn't really have the time to do them all in the one day, so spreading it out was the wisest thing to do. The next horoscope is Libra. And for Libra, it says, today may start out being a very frustrating day. Be prepared. Some equipment with which you work might suddenly go out of order and it could take a while to get it fixed. Next one is Scorpio. And for Scorpio, it says, your level of artistic inspiration is very high today. I know we have a lot of Sagittariuses, and for the Sagittariuses of the group, the YouTube family, it says, a delivery of some kind that you were expecting to come from far away might be delayed, causing you to wonder if it might have been lost. It hasn't. So that's good news. The third last one is Capricorn. And for Capricorn, it says, today you're likely to be feeling especially passionate. You might even have a hot date scheduled. However, don't be surprised if it has to be postponed for reasons beyond the control of either you or your partner. And the second last one is Aquarius. And Aquarius is just trying to load up right now. Maybe if I open in a new tab, it might load faster. I'm live again. Okay, so the internet must have had a bit of a moment. But we're back on, and now Aquarius and Pisces have both loaded up. And for Aquarius, it says, a female visitor who might have a few problems might come to your door wanting advice. She could have some other news that could come as a shock to you, Aquarius. Last but not least is Pisces. And it says tasks of any kind are all likely to seem like the labors of Hercules today. And for the weather, tonight, while there will be some clear spells early on, it will be a mostly cloudy night with outbreaks of rain and drizzle. The rain will be heavy at times, breezy, with moderate to fresh east and northeast winds. Stronger near southern coasts, lowest temperatures of 3 to 7 degrees, so that's very good news. Tomorrow, a generally dull day with outbreaks of rain and drizzle. Moderate to fresh easterly winds, stronger near southern coasts, but easting and becoming variable through the night. Highest temperatures of 5 to 9 degrees, so that's great. Thanks for being here. See you on Monday. Bye.